Alright, we're going to do a closer look at my engine. As you can see, I got the motor out of my 5T. Already started to work on it. I want to go over everything. I'm going to remove the exhaust. I'm going to remove this billet fan shroud housing, this cover with the pull start. I'm going to polish the pipe. I'm going to get new gaskets for the exhaust port. I'm going to use this, reuse this because it's still new, and hopefully we'll eliminate this exhaust leak. If I have to, I'll put a clamp. But when I'm going to polish this up on a real buffing wheel. It's going to be like a real polish. Not, when I say polish, it's not by hand. It's not by. It's going to be like I'm going to use rubbing compound and then which is this orange looking type clay bar, and then we're going to go to a green afterwards. Oh. All right, and I'm going to polish the shit out of this billet aluminum. It's gonna just freshen it up, get rid of this oxidized, and hopefully this motor will run. If it doesn't, at least my parts will be clean and shiny for another motor. I'm gonna take a look at this, closer look at this intake. I'm gonna remove this air filter. Hopefully this air filter is still good. The sponge is not screwed up or dry rotted. Hopefully this carburetor, hopefully the diaphragms are still good. Because the ethanol pretty much ate up my fuel lines here. They're freaking dry as hell. Fuel filters shit inside the tank. Anyway, there's my here's a closer look at my 5T now. You can see how I already started stripping it. I'm going over it. I believe this clutch is a vertical clutch. I forget what size, how many teeth this is. Yeah, this motor is it could be 6 years old, but I'm saying 5 years old. OBR motor. And it could be 6, but I think it's 5. And we're gonna see if it's got some life. I had removed the spark plug. I put some penetrating oil in the cylinder just to penetrate the metals, the rings. So got a little going. It actually stinks in here right now of that penetrating oil. I put a lot, and I started pulling it, and the piston going up and down, up and down. I mean, I put a lot, so it actually came out the exhaust. So there's a closer look at the motor. I am not gonna. This all these videos I'm making lately of my 5T. It's not the build video, alright? I will be doing a complete build of my 5T after the holidays. For now, I want to try to I'll go over what I have, what I need to order for the future, for after the holidays. That way I could start collecting parts and pieces or whatever else I got to get, save up for whatever motor I use. And I want to go over what I have now. Hopefully I get this sucker running best I could to bring to the November 13th 2016 bash event. I'm going to try to make that bash event. The last bash event was canceled, and hopefully we'll bring this sucker. Hopefully I'll get to bring my 5T in this form. It's been like this for a while before the big rebuild. All right. I was gonna chop these lights off, but I am not. What I wound up doing, I had no idea I had an extra bumper until I saw it when I went upstairs, and we took a look in my garage in that box that I've had laying around, kicking around for a while. So I'm like, wait a minute, I got a spare bumper. What I wound up doing is repairing this light, And I wound up putting a new light there. And see, I got extras. Get it on there, and I may sell this. Right? It isn't cheap. So whoever needs this. I wish I had people when I did this hooking me up with good prices on things, but I did not. So I had to do everything. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of this. This is not what I'm about, and I won't be about. I want my shit to run. The most absurd thing that I don't need that I do is probably chrome and shit. That's it. Everything else is it, but it's going to be functionable. I want to do things that are functionable, all right? Yeah, it can look good and all that shit, but lights, man, you don't need no fucking lights. Come on. Temp gauge, I don't even need a temp gauge either, but I have one, and I'm going to reuse one. I got one on board. It still works. As you can see, it's saying that the motor is 72 degrees, which is what my house is right now, where I'm at, in my basement. And I also found this, I completely forgot about. This is for the telemetry, for the my 4PLS remote. I can get the temps reading on my remote, which I'm going to reconnect and use. And I found out why it wasn't working. It was disconnected from the bottom. It's a real pain in the ass to get the motor and that together. The damn fuel lines are very dry rotted, man. I'm afraid to bend them because they'll crack. I'm probably going to do the high flow fuel lines on this. I don't know. I may have to do them now. I probably won't be able to wait because these fuel lines are really fucked from the ethanol fuel. And I'm only going to be using ethanol-free 100 octane from now on, so we could prevent those problems like that, you know. What else? All right. So anyway, let me show you. So anyway, I got found the stock bumper upstairs in that box. So I thought about it, and I wound up chopping off the stock lights that come with it with a saw, and I wound up sanding it. Yeah, let me show you. This should be dry now. I painted it. I used some bed liner paint. Yep, she's drier. Somewhat. No, it's still not 100% cure. Yeah, it should. Let me see. No, it's not. See, right here is. So anyway, I wound up chopping off the stock lights that were here, sanding it, right, with a whiz wheel. I used an air tool. It's called a whiz wheel. I pretty much grinded the plastic with this whiz wheel. It's got like a Scotch bright pad on it, and it spins really fast, and I wound up smoothing out the plastic. And I gave it a couple of shots, a couple of coats of bed liner spray paint. Alright, that's what I'm going to be putting as my bumper on my 5T. And get rid of that. And that's about it. Another thing I found, I had laying around, check it out. It's from Hostile. Oh, look at these bad boys. I'm not going to do them now. When I do the complete job on this, the complete rebuild, I'll do this. I may even send them out to get chromed. I don't give a shit. Should be interesting. We're probably better off going like this. We'll see. Oh, so I found got the original battery. This is the battery that came with that sucker. And it took a charge, but I don't know if it's going to hold the charge. Alright, my DBXL that Al has now, that Al's the owner of, we wound up, I remember buying a new battery for that and storing it, and then never, yes, I used it a few times, but then I wound up bringing it inside, storing it there, and then it sat there for 2 years as well. And that battery was shot. We charged it. It charged. It said it was charging. It did come to a complete charge, but it did not hold it. It died real quick. So I'm gonna find out if that's the case with this guy. If it is, I'm gonna have to get a new battery or update it. I want to try to stay 6 volt and stay away from LiPo, but if I have to, fuck it, I'll go LiPo, like my MTXL. Yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna start taking this engine apart. Alright, I got the muffler out. Definitely gonna clean this sucker. I'm gonna run it through my parts washer first. Just like a nitro, I really believe on cleaning your pipes. Alright? Just like nitro pipes. You gotta clean them. You gotta clean them once in a while. Brake cleaner, nitro blast, whatever. In and out. Alright? You want to clean all the oils. You don't want that shit cruddy sitting around. Clean the inside of your pipes. Even your fit scales. Even any 2-stroke motor, you should clean your fucking pipes. Man, running into a couple of issues. I'm gonna have to get the torch, heat the sucker up. This here, you see the rip that I've had here. So I'm gonna eventually take this belt cover off, see if there's any dirt in there. Right over here, taking out the header. And notice I put a copper gasket, and that's awesome, man. I love copper gaskets because you could reuse them. But supposedly you're supposed to torque them every now and then. The header. You're supposed to be torquing your header down anyway. Every now and then. So let's see. Oh yeah. Copper gasket maybe. Forgot about this. Yeah. Reusable. Awesome. Now I think one day I may even port this out even more myself, just for shits and giggles. Alright, one day when I have a time or a chance, I may go over this. Piston looks good. Let me just bust out the flashlight. I want to take a look at this here. Yeah, look at that piston, man. It's like brand new still. You see the skirt? There's no scratches whatsoever, man. You still see the lines. Let me try to bring it piston down. It's going up. Nothing. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, I went too much. Here we go. Look at it. There's the rings. And that piston is awesome, man. If anything, I'll replace the rings. All right. There's a better look. Man, this Turtle Racing pull start's a nice looking billet piece, man. It really is. There's little holes here. Still want to cover this crap. It's too bad that an outerwear hides this. But what are you gonna do? You guys like riding off-road, driving off-road? You gotta cover them, especially a good motor. Alright, take the cover off now. Alright, I got it apart. I'm gonna just take everything out. I'm gonna go over this, lube this up good. I've been lubing it already. A lot of shit, a lot of rust coming out. Man, this Turtle Racing pull start is very nice. Strong, heavy duty shit. Get a nice cable in here, wire cable. Really cool. I'm taking each piece out individually just to make my job easier. Tomorrow I'm going to be polishing all the aluminum I have on my bench polisher. That is why taking everything apart. Otherwise, it would have been just slap her on the wheel. I'm gonna try to do the best I could. The motor. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna degrease it, rinse her up. Let me take that air filter off and see. I already lubed these up for the Total Racing Polestar. I'm just going over everything. I may put a lightened flywheel here, but then I'm afraid if you do a lightened flywheel, it'll run hotter. It'll be a little faster. You get the power band to kick in much sooner, quicker. But you also have less cooling effects. So I don't know. I think I'm going to think about it. Alright, let me know if I should get rid of this freaking air filter setup. I got this, the outerwear is good. I'm going to wash it, clean it up, reuse it. I got this TGN outerwear as well, I guess you can call it, or a secondary air filter, over the TGN air filter. Should I get rid of this crap and put that other one that's the 3-layer foam filter that's all filter around, or stay with this? If you guys recommend me staying with this, I'm just going to buy a new one. Fuck it. I'm just going to put a new one here. I'm not going to even bother washing this crap. This here I will wash and reuse. But, oh, this faces up a little bit. Damn, you see this? Oh man, my local hobby store doesn't have this. See how it's pitching? It's pitched upwards on an angle. Yeah, a little different. Let me see. Alright, I got the air filter out. I don't know, I wish I could have more air. This is kind of cool how it's opened over here though. I like that angle, but I don't know if I really need to have that. For me, this is kind of small. Wish it could be bigger. Or that other one that's curved. What do you guys recommend? Here's my velocity stack that I have had on here for a while now. I haven't seen it in a long time. I do not like how the gasket is over here, sticking out. It's cutting with the airflow, so I'm gonna have to trim that sucker up. I don't like that at all. I want that air to get sucked in nicely over there, right into the carburetor through that intake. Also, what do you guys think about the big intake manifolds, the big spacers, or the one from RB Innovations? They got a pretty cool one with some fins on it and shit. All right, I think that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go over this tomorrow and try to button everything up. Also, if I have time, I want to try to get this. I got to take the skid plate out. I want to go over. I'm going to have to drill that screw, put a small hole in there, and put an extractor in there. See if I can remove that damn screw that broke in there, man. That's going to be a bitch. It really is. I gotta get that out of the way. That's it. All right. Back at it again with some jobs over here. Yeah. Some people say, wow, too much work after work. Well, I really like this shit. It actually calms me down. It's, hey, they call it a hobby. It's my hobby, that's all. Alright. I got the carburetor off. Oh, my motor. What happened to my motor? Nice and clean. This side of the piston and cylinder looks great as well. And 990 carb. I wish I had my modded 990 carb. I would have used it right now on this. And then rebuild this for my MTXL. But I'm going to try to fire this sucker up, see if the diaphragms hold up. If not, if I have issues with it running, I'm rebuilding this carb. Alright, I got the velocity stack off the 990 carb. Nice little carburetor. Alright, I'm going to trim this gasket. See where that space is? I'm going to get my utility knife. Over here talking work. My hobby knife. Alright, I'm going to try to cut it nice and smooth, best as possible, so that air can flow. See how that velocity stack, see how that gasket just stops the air from flowing nicely in there? Has that step? You don't want that shit. I can't believe I didn't catch this. Alright, big difference now, man. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like it was bored out. I can't believe it. Look at this. Look at this shit that was obstructing the air flowing into the carburetor, into that little intake. Now I wish I had my inch and a half spacer, man. I would have tried it out. Fuck it. What do you got to lose? Wish I had it. A buddy of mine has it now. Alright, I'm going to put the carburetor back on, because I don't know, I should have tried to fire the sucker up. Then I would know if it really needs a rebuild kit or not. So I don't waste time putting the motor back on, taking it out, put it on, take it out. That's what I should have had done. But I'm going to put the carburetor back on, cross the fingers, and hopefully it'll pump new fuel through it. Because that's what these diaphragms inside are here all about. It acts almost like a fuel pump when it reads the pulsating effects from the piston going up and down. And it pulsates into this, and then it pulsates that diaphragm that acts like a fuel pump. Anyway, and even this bowl here feels a little dry. Man, that ethanol really fucks your shit up, huh? What are you gonna do? Well, this is where I have my motor. I'm not going to be doing anything tonight. I don't know where I left off with the last time I filmed, but I think I may put them together. So wherever I left off before, today's a new night. I have not had a chance all day today to polish the pipes, polish this up yet. Nothing. I'm so busy with the damn fish tanks and fish and bringing my kids to the games today, all that stuff. And so tomorrow I'll be doing this, hopefully. If not tomorrow, whenever I get a chance. That's the polisher I'll be using. There's also a few friends of mine going to drop off their nitro tune pipes over here. Usually when I have that shit down here working at it, a bunch of my buddies come over and we take advantage since it's down here, and we polish all the pipes. I have a few pipes downstairs I'll be doing as well besides this. But here's the engine. We got some more penetrating oil in the cylinder, nice and clean, and that's it. Ready to fire up whenever I get a chance. There's my Savage. There's a Cerevo. I'm going to be getting rid of these. And that's it. So stay tuned. Back at my 5T again. Get rid of these lights, battery, and these wires. Also had lights in the back. These lights were actually kind of cool. They were blue, like LED blue. But the lights in the back. Well, got rid of all the wires. Look at this big pile of shit. My buddy Dennis is here, Mr. Amsoil himself. Brought me a gift to try out. Got some Dominator, kid. 2-stroke. Racing oil. Alright, we'll put this away for now. We're going to watch a little boxing. Look at this big pile of shit. Had to, look at this. This. Alright.